What is up, everybody? It's time for some Ishkanah Night Weavers. Hope you're ready. I'm excited. I tweaked this deck a little bit. This is more of a spikier deck for me. So, a couple people had said, "Hey, man, you should build some spiky decks every once in a while." Maybe, or one of my. Well, let's resolve this hand, then I'll break down what we got going on. So, as far as opening hand goes, Herborg with Mana Crypt, I like that. I like the Phyrexian Arena, but we're a little light on land. So let's go. If this is a green source, I'd be tempted to keep with Seder Wayfinder. Vivid Grove, Mana Vault, Dark Tutor. Yeah, I like this. This is good. We're going to keep. Oh, we're playing against Vorel. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep. Second. Yeah, actually, you do like Second Heart. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm going to put that on top. So instead of getting down Misty, I'm going to put down Vivid Grove because I really want that second harvest because, yeah, this is more of a. Well, let me cover our opponent's commander, my commander, and then I'll get into the nitty gritty. So we're playing against Vorel. So green blue for each counter on target artifact, creature, or land. Put another one of those counters on that permanent. We were playing Ishkanah. She has reach, and then she has delirium. So once you reach delirium and she enters the battlefield, you're going to put 3/1/2 green spiders onto the battlefield. So let's put this Vivid Grove down. I put the Vivid Grove down because we have something on top I want to keep. Also, on a side note, guys. If you want to get bit by Ishkanah and maybe turn into Magic the Gathering's version of Spider-Man, head over to MTGOTraders.com. That's where she likes to hang out. Either you'll turn into Spider-Man or she'll like kind of wrap you up and turn you into food for her little baby spider. So let me know what happens either way. If you turn into Spider-Man, that'd be really cool. But no, this is I made it more control-y. You know, I completely ditched the Spider Tribal. I went straight up, just green-black control, man. So this is for all the spiky players out here. I mean, I kind of just amplified the card draw, the tutors, and I added a couple planeswalkers to it. So as far as right now, let's go. I'd like to get it. Well, I'd like Orin Reef, but well, if we're going the token route, no, let's go Pluto Delta because I'd rather get into one more black source. But yeah, so increase the card draw, increase the removal. I completely ditched the Spider Tribal. I mean, just non-existent at all. So basically, our win condition is a little bit of like Planeswalker control, removal, and grinding it out with Ishkanah and placing like a heavy emphasis on the token aspect of Ishkanah. So, because when I played her before, it was it was fun, but I don't know. It was just one of those. Like she just like you were trying to get delirium going and you were trying to get the tokens going and you're trying to mill at the same time. So it was just kind of one of those things where it was just you're trying to do three things at once. And like in Magic, let me do this real quick. In a Magic, if you do something to where your deck's trying to do like three things at once, it's just not good. You know, it does all three things, but it's not good at all three things. So I cut the Spider Tribal and just emphasized on the graveyard, a little bit more of the control aspect. So I've been happy with it. It's been pretty fun. Looks like our opponent's stuck on blue mana. That's a bummer. But yeah, so because one of the things that I enjoy about Magic is playing different deck styles, and it's no lie. Like I very much enjoy having fun in Commander. Commander's my fun time, but it's nice to have a little like a more competitive deck every once in a while. And I want to get down Dark Tutelage, so I'm not going to pay for that Mana Vault. Let's get down the forest. I'm going to come in hot for 2 right now. And then let's get down Dark Tutelage. I really want to get into some draw action. Now, as far as Delirium, we're not going to get down Ishkanah just yet because we haven't reached Delirium. So I'd like to get into some Delirium action. And see, that was another thing. And it's a little hard sometimes. You're in green-black, it's just sometimes it's actually kind of hard to get Delirium going in green-black. I've got the good spells like Mulch and stuff like that, but Grizzly Salvage, it's just I don't know. Sometimes it'll get to a point where you're just like, uh-oh, okay. So we got Dark Tutelage, Radiant Catacombs. Yeah, we're gonna go and pay for it. We can untap that. Secure Tribe Elder. Okay, and then we do not have a creature in the green. Yeah, I like that. So let's go ahead and crack this. Get down. Green, green. I'm gonna grab a swamp. That'll be okay. Get down the Tri-Builder. Oops. Helps if we tap for green mana. He's like, I'm not coming out on double black, man. And then swinging for 2. Now, whenever we sacrifice that Tri-Builder, we have no creatures in the graveyard. That'll put it at 3. And then once we can get one more creature type, or not creature type, one more card type into the graveyard, then we can finally get down to Ishkanah and get those spiders. You know, he's not attacking us a lot right now, so our Arachnogenesis isn't that good, but we do have a second harvest to really amplify our ability to kind of close it out with Ishkanah. So that's kind of basically what I was going for with the deck, is, you know, like a green-black control deck, and then using Ishkanah's spider, because I always like, every time I played the deck, even when it was Spider Tribal before this, I always wanted to win using her win condition, and so now I've kind of tweaked the deck to where it's more of a control deck, emphasis on tokens, and then grind it out with Ishkanah. So I've been pretty happy with it. And then, oh yeah, we need to sack the Tri-Builder. I don't know why, the Tri-Builder always makes me laugh. Power Conduit. Put a charge counter on target artifact. Put a +1 counter on target creature. Okay. Hopefully he uses that for us. Give us some creatures, man. So let's crack this Tri-Builder right now. Let's get down. I'm going to get down Forest. So we're at 3 card types. Get that Dark Tutelage action. Mana Web. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we get into some Satyr Wayfinder. I'm telling you, man, whoever at Magic decided to make a Satyr Wayfinder and Weathered Wayfarer, oh my gosh, man, I'd like to just not do anything mean to them, but just say, like, man, I have a hard time. Like, it always just, in my head, I have a hard time with it for some reason. So let's go Satyr Wayfinder. Let's see if we can't get Delirium going. Cavern of Souls. And Planeswalker will turn Delirium on. Yeah, and there's nothing else to keep, so we'll take Cavern of Souls. Let's get down Cavern of Souls, naming Spider. That's always fun. And so right now we've got, just looking to get 5 to get down Ishkanah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can get down Mana Web with Mana Vault, and then get down some Ishkanah action because we're at 5 Delirium in the graveyard. Because he's got Force of Wield or something, we're going to choose a green off the Cavern of Souls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have Delirium, we're going to get 3 spiders, and now we're going to swing in for 2. And then I'll cover what Mana Web does in a second, man. It's a pretty sweet card. So with Mana Web, whenever land an opponent controls tap for mana, tap all lands that player controls that could produce any type of mana. Basically, it just taps all your lands like that. So it's very fitting that it fits into this Ishkanah deck. Is like, you know, it's not like Winter Orb in that it's, you know, locking the whole game down for everybody. It's just one of those, like, I mean, do your stuff on your turn, man. Ishkanah spinning her web over there. But yeah, no lie, my least favorite card in History Magic is Winter Orb. And I've got a Darien video, or I think I released the Darien video before this video. But, oh man, it's just kind of one of those, not a huge fan of it, man. It just bogs the game down so bad. And it's not me being salty, it's just I don't know, man. I've never enjoyed Winter Orb. It's like I had it in my cube for a little bit, and we played because usually in my cube I've got 4 Magic buddies, and it's really rare for all of us to get together. And so when we do our cube, we just draft 4-player pod. That's it. You know, you should have more, but you know that's all we have. So and we have fun doing it. And we do 4-player free for all afterwards, and I had Winter Orb in there, and it's just, man, bogged the game down in a 4-player game. Everybody you could see, like, had their hands on their head, and they're just like, oh, I think I'm going to die soon. So as far as mana goes, I'm tapping Mana Vault. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 8 mana. I think I'll be okay, because I'd like maybe get into some second harvest action. Well, if we want to start activating Ishkanah, yeah, I'm gonna go and get it going. So let's go 1, 2, 3. So we got that untapped. See what we draw into. Gurk Relentless. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so he's got 2 cards in hand. How do we want to do this? We can Maelstrom Pulse, or we can Second Harvest, or we can get down the Relentless. We don't. If we want to get into some 1/1 Black Wolves with Death Touch, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's get that. Yeah, he's new, man. I picked him up the other night, and I kind of want to play with him. We could get into some Second Harvest shenanigans, but yeah, let's get down some Gurk action. I like playing with Gurk. A little bummed that a little bummed that Nissa kind of took his role as far as the Green Planeswalker. I feel like he offers like the big, strong dude. I feel like he offers really good. So let's go. Do you want to blast? Actually, we can blast Slater Wayfinder and flip Gurk. I want to flip Gurk. Oh, we could have choose the our Solemn to get a card draw. Oh well, just now realized that. Let's looking to deal the least amount of damage to Gurk right now. Okay, so we flip him, and then we will go ahead and try and set up a big turn next turn, because we can activate Gurk, get the 1/1 black wolf creatures with Death Touch, and then we also have that Second Harvest coming in. Then we'll have a fully untapped Mana Vault. Yes, 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 I like that. So as far as next turn, we've got, but yeah, we could have chosen the our Golem over here, blown him up, and drawn a card off that. So my bad on that one, guys. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. 3 off Mana Vault. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 mana, so we can get into some Second Harvest and Maelstrom Pulse. Probably. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'll get into. I do like, man, yeah, Mana Web is so. When I originally built Ishkanah, I kind of went over my budget because I do set a budget for my Magic expenses per month. Because if I didn't, then I could just play Magic forever and have to explain to my wife why we're living in the streets. So I set myself a Magic budget, and when I built Ishkanah, I had reached the limit, and Mana Web was like $1.50, and I didn't have enough bot credit, and I was like, well, I'll just hold off. It's not that important. It's crucial. Now that I've played with it, very good. Oh, yeah. I love a Rider Replication, man. That's you can't help but like Magic smile whenever that stuff happens. He's gonna be drawing a bunch of cards. He's got that guy's cradle over there. But luckily, okay, to follow it up, but he's going to be drawing a. Oh, that's what it is. I'm sorry. So he's entered the battlefield. He's getting a bunch of lands, but then we're going to have to Maelstrom Pulse, blow those bad boys up, and get into a bunch of. He's going to draw a bunch of cards. Okay, this is pretty fun. I like this. But yeah, so next turn we're definitely getting on the Pulse bandwagon to take care of all those little golem robots over there. Doomblade, okay. We're not going to play now. And I think our converted mana cost curves out at 5 on this one. So as far as running like Dark Tutelage or Dark Confidant, it's really not that painful. Vessel of... Okay, let's go. Let's... Maelstrom Pulse. Well, is there anything we want to do before we do that? So let's go for a Doomblade. Because he's got one card in hand, and if we pulse, then he's going to get to draw a bunch of cards. He could get into some, I don't know, something. So let's go for the pulse. And I want to make sure we have enough mana to do the, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's go on Pulse right now. Let's go black, green. Yeah, we'll still have enough to activate with Mana Vault. Look at all those triggers. Okay, so we're still going to need to activate Gurk. We're going to get on the. I want to make a 1/1 black wolf token with Death Touch. That's kind of mainly why I got him out. And then I don't want to F6 right now because I don't want to miss that. So I'm just hitting the F2 button. But we can swing in for 6 right now, dropping down to 28. And then we can start getting on. Once we get the second harvest up and rolling, then we can get into some. Illusioner's Bracers. Heck yeah, man. Alright, so let's activate. Let's get a Black Wolf token on the battlefield. There we go, yeah. What a cool Planeswalker. Okay, so we're going to swing in right now. Dropping down to 28. Now, we have a couple of different options. So I think I'm going to get down Illusionist Bracers because once we activate Ishkanah, that's going to amplify it. And then we can second harvest next turn. Yeah, I want to get, if we're about to close it out with some Ishkanah activations, I want to get this up and rolling. And then we can just go ahead and get down Vessel. Yeah, I like that. So as far as combat damage, we got 7. We're putting them at 21. But now that we have Illusioner's Braces on there, once we activate Ishkanah's ability, it's going to lose 1 for each spider that we control. So we're looking at 7 mana next turn to activate Ishkanah. And we want to get into some second harvest action to amplify these spider tokens. So it's going to be 4 mana right there on the second harvest. So we're looking at 11 total mana. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have exactly enough with Mana Vault, but we have to untap it. So what we can do is we can swing in, untap Mana Vault, and then have a really nice Ishkanah active. We can still activate Ishkanah and drain them for 8. But if we get some copies of the spider tokens, then we can really close it out that way. But yeah, man, I'm so glad. I don't know if I finished it earlier, but yeah, I was talking about how Mana Web was a little pricey when I originally built this deck because I went. Oh, okay. Whenever I originally built this deck, I went kind of more of a fun, I'm always looking to build fun decks. But yeah, man, Mana Web is really putting in some work. This is really good in this deck right here. Oh, ooh. Get into some. Oh no, we got some proliferate action going. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, man, I knew we were getting in a little bit of trouble when you're drawing that many cards. Okay, so he's going to take out our spider tokens. What we can do is sack. We can use Gurk to sack Ishkanah. Search our library for a creature card and put it in your hand. Yeah, we're going to do that. That way we can recast her, get into those spider tokens. Darkmoor Salvage. We're looking at minusing her. Yeah, this would be a good turn to go and pay 4 for Mana Vault. Untap Mana Vault. Have our draw step. Let's see what we get into. Urborg. Okay, so let's get down the salvage. We're going to swing in for 0. We're going to sack Ishkanah. And let's get into. We can get into some Eternal Witness action. That way we can bring something back to our hands. Yeah, I like that. And our opponent just said be right back 2 minutes. So I'm trying to think if we want to. If there's anything we want to Eternal Witness for right now. We can get into some tutor action. We have Vraska. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of Vraska action going. I like playing with her. So we've got we got 4 mana right now. We can get into some Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, I don't mind getting into, well, we could save it for like a second harvest once we recast Ishkanah. Yeah, I think I'm not in a dire need right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off on Eternal Witness. Because if we're going to Ishkanah next turn, we need to equip them. Yeah, because it'll be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we won't have enough mana to cast. Well, I think we would. Yeah, it'd be 1, 2, and then 3 off mana. That'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have enough to cast Vraska. So I'm going to wait on Eternal Witness. Maybe there's something we need to get into specifically. And my opponent just said, he said, be right back, 2 minutes. So I think it's been 2 minutes. Maybe I killed enough time. But I'll go ahead and pause the video and wait for him to come back. Oh, never mind. I was just getting ready to pause the video, and very good. No problem, man. No problem, buddy. That worked out perfectly. Yeah, we could have Eternal Witness on something, but I'm just going to wait. I kind of like having the option of Eternal Witness in our hand. And, if we need to get into a Maelstrom Pulse, Naturalize, something else, we'd kind of be forcing Vraska right now. So I'm just going to hold on until we actually have a legit reason why we need to grab it. Okay, so as far as the game plan goes, next turn, let's get down to Ishkanah. Come over here, Ishkanah. Get in our hand. We like having you nice and cozy down here in the bottom. So, game plan right now is get down to Ishkanah. Ishkanah is going to cost 7. I'm pretty sure we're at 12 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're at 12 mana. So we're at 12 mana, and we can get down to Ishkanah. That's going to leave us 5 mana. We can still cast Second Harvest off of that, and that'll be us tapping the Mana Vault. We're not going to be able to equip Illusioner's Bracers, but we can do that next turn, and then we'll have a bunch of Spider tokens. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. And as far as our Eternal Witness targets in the graveyard, we do have Maelstrom Pulse, we have Doomblade, Naturalize, Vraska, and Duress or Imperial Seal. So, and also once we activate, we can activate. Ooh, Consecrated Sphinx. Ooh, brutal, brutal, brutal. Spawning Pit. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna have to. I may have to. Eternal Witness on the Consecrated Sphinx, man. It is an unanswered Consecrated Sphinx will most always win that player the game. So we're gonna have to kind of change our game plan up a little bit. Not gonna get Sphinxed out right now. Not when I'm playing a deck that has removal, guys. But yeah, this is shaping up to be a pretty nice little game right here. So I've been happy with it. Hopefully we close it out. It'll be fun. But Mana Web, man, putting in some work. Making our opponent tap out every turn. I like it. Definitely going to be like the #1 thing that I tutor for now, basically, with Ishkanah. But it's cool, like, when you add new cards to commander decks sometimes. So, like, I added Mana Web and Gurk last night, and I'm recording this video with it this morning. And, it's always fun when you get into your new cards that you put into a commander deck. You're like, yeah, what's up, man? I'll put you in here for a reason, so you be in my opening hand. Okay, let's see what he's got going on. He's activating Power Conduit. Okay, gets down Vorel. Oops. There we go. Get down to Halimar Depths. Okay, so we get the Mana Vault, Dark Tutelage trigger. Vengeful Pharaoh. Not going to pay 4 for Mana Vault. Cultivate. He's going to draw 2 cards. And then once he draws 2 cards, we're going to get into some Eternal Witness action because we definitely need to take care of that. So we're at 13 mana now. So let's get down Eternal Witness. And then we're going to grab that Doom Blade. Blow up the Consecrated Sphinx. Where is Doom Blade? There we go. So we got Doom Blade coming back to our hand. We're going to fire that bad boy off right now. There's yes, we'd love to use her ability. Thank you. Blow up the Consecrated Sphinx. Now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can still get down Ishkanah. Yeah, let's go and get down Ishkanah. I want to get into that spider action. So looking at 1, 2, 3. Let's go green. That way if he's got like a Force Wheel in his hand, we'll go and use the Cavern of Souls. 1, 2. Alright, so we got Ishkanah coming in. We're going to get a bunch of spiders. And then we need to activate Gurik too. Put a 1/1 black Death Touch onto the battlefield. And I think we are tapped out. We've got 1 mana. Is there anything we want to do? Illusioners is 3. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay. And now we're going to re-rack. So we've got 13 mana, but our Mana Vault's tapped. We're looking to get into... We can pay 3 mana. 10, that'll put us at 7 mana. We can still equip and second harvest to get into some extra spider tokens and then start activating Ishkanah, kind of close it out. So yeah, I like that. If we can just survive this next couple turns. So when we cast second harvest, we're going to get, right now we're at 4 spiders. So it's going to go to 8 total. Well, we'll get 3 more, 6. Actually, we'll have 7 total spiders. And we'll have 2 wolves. And then activate Ishkanah, double. It's going to be 14 damage. You know, other than them having like a Cyclonic Rift type effect, I like where we're heading with the game right now. I feel pretty good about it. So we'll see. Especially with, you know, if he does have a Cyclonic Rift type effect, he's going to have to use it during his main phase. Proliferate, draw 2 cards. Or draw 2 cards, then proliferate. Okay. I'm like nervous right now. I feel like he's about to go off or something. I'm not that familiar with Vorel and all the different tap and untap proliferate shenanigans that you can get into. So it's one of those, like, I'm just sitting there just like, I'm not about to lose, am I? Got my fingers crossed. Okay, so he's gonna put a bunch of colorless artifacts on the battlefield. Okay, so if he's going the excuse me, the spawning route. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, come on in, man. We got Arachnogenesis. We've had that in our opening hand since the beginning. Yeah, I like a bunch of spawns coming in. Okay, feel really good now. Okay, so we got Dark Tutelage action. We get into Explore. Do we want to untap Mana Vault right now? If we're gonna, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that now. That way we can get into a turn to where we can do some stuff. So we untap the Mana Vault. We have the Dark Tutelage. No, there was, I think Explorer was off the Dark Tutelage. And then we're going to get into some, Oracle, okay. Okay, so let's we need to save up 3 mana for Arachnogenesis, for sure. So we can, like, cultivate right now. Trying to figure out exactly what we want to do. No, I want to get down Illusioner's Bracers. Yeah, let's put the bracers on him. Make sure we've got, because yeah, save 3 mana over here for Arachnogenesis. Okay. So we're going to equip right there. And then activate Guruk. So now how many creature cards do we have in the graveyard? We've only got, right now we've just got 2. Yeah, he's got a bunch of 2/2s right now. So we're just going to make a Black Wolf token. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Because we have Arachnogenesis, so we can put, if he swings in with the spawn tokens, then we can Arachnogenesis, fog him out, get a bunch of spiders, second harvest, and activate Ishkanah next turn. I don't know if we can do all of that, but that's the game plan. I need to add up the mana. Because the last time we're at 13 mana. So we're looking at 7 for Ishkanah, and then 4 for second harvest, which is total of 11. So yeah, we should be able to do both of that. Yeah, so we're in Arachnogenesis, which is going to put spiders on there. So if he's attacking with 5, that's going to really pump our spiders up. And then we might be able to kind of close it out with Illusioner's Braces on there, get pretty close to it. Because we also have a Guruk Relentless activation where creatures you control gain trample and get plus X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So we've only got 1, 2, we've got 3, but a Stampede type effect with a bunch of tokens should be able to close it out. So if we activate Ishkanah with Illusioner's Bracers, and then activate Guruk to swing it out, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I like that. You know, completely contingent on him not having like some type of Cyclonic Rift type effect, but looks like he's getting ready to go off. I'm going to F6 so he can tap all of his mana. And that way, I'm not sure what he can do right now. If he makes a bunch of tokens or something, he can swing in. And then we can Arachnogenesis and get a bunch of tokens. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now we just have to keep our magic fingers crossed that he doesn't get into like Cyclonic Rift. That's what we're waiting. That's what we're hoping for. Okay. Get down's doubling season. If you put a counter or whatever. Okay, this is I like where this is going. See, it's gotten to the point of the game where, you know, if we lose, we lose. But we had fun. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Ooh, this Arachnogenesis is looking better and better, man. I can't help but laugh that we got this big old fog effect come in. Oh man, this is I feel good. I like this. Look at those little spawn tokens over there. Okay, so he's got 5 mana. I'm just laughing at, oh man, just having the only thing that stops it is a little fog effect, and hey. I love it when you have an opening card in your hand, and you're like, well, that'll be good late game. And it just sits there, and sits there, and sits there. So we're gonna get a bunch of spider tokens, I'm excited. Okay. So I'm getting really nervous because this is a long game, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to get excited like I'm about to win, because sometimes when I get excited, like, and I start kind of not celebrating, but looking at a win, then I get a little ahead of myself. So if he swings in right now, he would force us to block. We would get a couple death touch. So let's see how he swings in. Oh, he doesn't swing in. Okay. So he's tapped out. Now what we can do is we can excuse me. So let's see if we want to second harvest right now. So if we second harvest, we're going to get 3 more spiders. So that'll be total 7. Then we can activate Ishkanah. Yeah, so we activate Ishkanah. That's going to amplify it. That's going to be 14 damage. That'll drop him down to 10. And then we can still Arachnogenesis next turn. Yeah, I was hoping he would swing in, then we could get that going. He's got 9 cards in hand. Let's hold off on the second harvest. We could second harvest right now, but we'd put him down at 10 because, yeah. Let's see if he doesn't swing in. Okay, so we got Dark Tutelage. So we get into Knight's Whisper. Not going to pay 4. It's already untapped. Baron Moore. Okay. So we want to save up 7 mana to activate Ishkanah. We also need 10. We got 10 mana as far as what we can tap. So that would be an Ishkanah activation and the Arachnogenesis. So let's go ahead and put down Baron Moore. And I'm going to wait. Well, we need to activate Guruk all the way on the other side. So let's put a 1/1 black. Okay. So really, I know we just passed the turn right now. We still can activate Ishkanah. I just, we'd put him at 10 if we activate it with the second harvest, and I really want him to think like he can swing in. Like we just have a bunch of well, we've got 7 cards in hand, so I don't know. I just want to see. I want to get him to swing in with those spawn tokens so we can get a few more extra spiders to kind of edge it out. Excuse me. Because we can get to the spots where the Illusioner's Bracers on Ishkanah will hopefully close it out. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 creatures. And we still have Guruk coming in, but, you know, it's hard to swing into a bunch of creatures. Well, we've got 8. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can get into some weird spawn action, spawning pit. Well, if he mana webs out, then he can't. So we could get into a spot to where we swing him with everybody, activate Ishkanah. We're going to F6 so we can get all these mana web triggers. Okay. Okay, so he's got mana for days right now. If you tap a permanent for mana, okay. Okay with that. Gyre Sage, okay. He's got 20 mana. Oh, buddy, you're at the 4-minute mark. Speed it up, man. Yeah, I don't want our opponent to time out. I want to close this. I want to have some. I want to get it in. I want to have an ending to the game for sure. Okay, I'm really hoping that he swings in this turn, man. I would love that. Just swing in, man. You know, you got a whole board over there. You want to swing in. I don't have. There's no Arachnogenesis in my hand. Don't worry, man. There's no fog effect where we're going to get a bunch of spider tokens. The coast is clear, man. We're going to have one of those little spawn tokens like Paul Revere. Swing in, swing in. The coast is clear. Okay, so he's getting some Fabricate action going. Give him a little... Well, Wait, what did he get out? Target opponent loses his life, gets a poison counter, and then puts the top 6 cards of his library into their graveyard. Okay. Okay, so he's going to proliferate. We're going to get increase that poison counter on us. Now, I think what we can do is... Okay, so hopefully if he's making these tokens, he's going to start... Swing in, man. Oh, he doesn't swing in. Okay, so we're going to go for some second harvest action right now. Now, we can activate Ishkanah 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the mana vault. Same targets. Alright, yeah, and then we have Ishkanah activation next turn. There we go. Okay, okay. And we'll go and do that now. Actually, we'll put the triggers on the stack. Alright, I may have been able to do this last turn. I may have just missed it. I think I was getting... Sometimes I try and go really big in Magic sometimes. And, like, you know, I may have a win condition in front of me, and I'll miss it. There we go. Okay, so we got the same targets right there. Alright, we close it out, man. This is a really fun little spiky deck right here. Alright, we close it out. It's a nice little long video for you. Alright, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.